Peace and love, strength and honor. Samir Saif, Ontario Top Team. Pow!
Peace and love, strength and honor, Ontario Top Team. Samir Saif for Subscribers Corner, the third episode. And today I'm going to have a bit of a rant on people that don't wrap their hands. I'm here to tell you there's two really good reasons to wrap your hands. And for a long time as a martial artist, I didn't wrap my hands until I turned pro and started to do Muay Thai and boxing. And then I came to realize how crazy it was for me to not have wrapped my hands. These are your money makers. These are, the hand was not made to punch over and over and over. Your hands are made with small little bones in here. And to do like iron hand training and see people with like big open wounds on their knuckles and scrapes and cuts, it's just crazy. They got it all wrong. It doesn't toughen your hands. It actually weakens your hands. And all the old school, black and white videos where we see like karate masters working on the Macahuera board and chopping horns off bulls and all that. Like, you don't know how those people wake up in the morning. I used to do iron hand training for when I was doing Wing Chun, and I'd have like 2 bloody holes on my hand, or I'd have like 3 kind of like wart callousy things on my knuckles, but I couldn't even hold a cup in the morning. Sure, I could break your head with my fist, but it didn't help me in my daily life. And then I came to realize as my knowledge grew that iron hand training was made for a time where people's life expectancy didn't bring them past 50 years of age. Like warriors were dying when they were 20, 25. You were a warrior when you were 14, 15. So, they wouldn't have grown with the egg or with rheumatism or arthritis. They'd be dead already. So I stopped doing the iron hand training and adopted hand wrapping. The other strong reason for wrapping your hands is, I see people, they don't wash their hands. They cough in their hands. They have a virus. They've picked up some sort of bacteria or fungus. You just honestly don't know where people's hands are. So if you share equipment, or you strike the same equipment that they're striking and they have a cut or an open wound on their hand, they're passing bloody material to that, focus mitt or target or glove that you're sharing, or the bag itself. And I've seen some horrible wounds on people's like knuckles or their elbow, and I see them passing that bloody material onto the bag, and then other people not wrapped up even or wearing gloves coming to the bag and striking it. And so there's a possible transfer of viral material or bacteria or fungus. So I would strongly suggest on both sides that you wrap your hands to protect your hands. You want to strengthen the thumb, the wrist, and separate the knuckles. So I'm going to show you that today. I've got 2 hand wraps. So the first hand wrap, you're just going to keep it rolled. See, it's all rolled up, and it's going to sit on top of your hand like this, just before the knuckles. Okay? Just before the knuckles. Then you're going to take your other hand wrap. And I have a hand wrap video up, and I had some really great comments on hand wrapping for combat sports. So the one thing I talk about is, instead of coming over the wrist, I come under the wrist to keep my thumb in the right position. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of get up here so you can see my hands. So I'm gonna wrap it 1, 2, 3, and I keep my hands spread really wide. I put the other hand wrap on top, and then I'm gonna go on a diagonal from corner to corner, and then I'm gonna come back in front, and I keep my hand wide, and then a diagonal to catch the other side, and then back around the wrist. And then, as you see, I'm going to wrap the thumb. I'm going to compress the thumb, and I'm going to come through, and then you can see it covers my hand. My hand's all covered now. And then I'm going to come through the knuckles, make a fist, open. Keeping your hand wide is really important. Coming through the other knuckle, and then coming through the last knuckle. And I'm going to explain to you why we do all these things. And then I'm going to cross over this way and make an X. And then we are good to go. So I'm going to explain to you all the things that I've done. So you can see I have material between each knuckle. That's so that if I bruise, break, or fracture any of my knuckles, I only do it to one knuckle because I've separated each one from the other. You see how thick the top is so that when I put it inside the glove, there's no space whatsoever inside that glove, so I can hit you harder because there's no give. It's just like a hammer. And then up top, when you see my wrist here, I put it up in the center. And why I do that is so that when I take my glove on and off, the wrap stays on. And then I've got compression on the thumb so I don't dislocate it. So the important factors in hand wrapping is that you separate the knuckles, you support the thumb, and you support the wrist, and you don't see any of my hand. That's my hand wrapping video and my rant on protecting the hand for two reasons. One, to prevent passing of blood, of viral material, bacteria, or fungus, and of course for protecting the hand. I think it's super, super important that you hand wrap if you do any form of striking. Peace and love, strength and honor, Ontario Top Team, Samir Saif. Pow!
Peace and love, strength and honor, Samir Saif, Ontario Top Team. Pow!